luz y progreso, paz y justicia. This is Sancista Brujo Luis. Today I'm going to talk about 4 or 5 things that I, Sancista Brujo Luis, does not do as a spiritual content creator that I do not do on my videos. Now, if other content creators in their channels do that, I'm not here to police them. I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm talking about Sancista Brujo Luis and the videos that I put out there. So I'm not talking about nobody else but me. So the first thing you'll never see me do on my videos is to curse or use curse words, malas palabras. So I live by the saying, lo que se bendice no se maldice. What is blessed is not cursed. Now, some people are going to come up on my video and they're going to say, well, you know, it's been proven that cursing or using malas palabras, curse words, bad words, can be very healthy. But let's talk about this in a spiritual context. Cursing and using bad words can be beneficial for our health in its proper setting. And when it comes to spirituality, I think that that's where we need to draw the line and separate the two. Now, there are 4, maybe 5 or 6 situations. I'm going to name 4 situations when cursing can be used. So the 4 times when it is good or okay to curse is to release anger, right? You have this emotion, you want to release this anger, to release pain, okay? If there's physical pain on you, often we curse, we say una mala palabra to release that energy. Number 3 would be for stress reduction. You want to release some stress. So we often use a curse word. And another time is during physical performances, whether we are running or using our bike or whatever. We might use a curse word to give us strength, to motivate us, to push us forward, right? But when it comes to spirituality or speaking on spiritual subjects, I think that that's where we need to draw the line on curse words. Excessive cursing or excessive swearing can be detrimental to our mental, our physical, and our spiritual selves. So we have to balance cursing, and I'm talking about excessive, constantly cursing. Now, before I go any further, I want people to understand I do use curse words in its proper setting, right? I don't curse in English. That doesn't feel right to me. I love to curse in Spanish because it comes out very delicious, right? And in its proper setting, but I do not curse on video. So think about the word curse, right? Cursing, right? The word curse, mala palabra, bad words, right? Especially when we're using it in a spiritual content, right? Imagine I'm talking about something spiritual and I'm constantly throwing out curse words. The people or my viewers that are going to watch my videos, they're not going to get the message of the spiritual message that I'm saying because they're so focused on curse words. You ever hear a person of high authority speak, right? It could be a teacher, it could be a doctor, it could be a nurse, it could be someone that you respect, and you're listening intently to what they say, and the moment that they curse, it becomes like the rest of what they say is blah, 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 because in your mind you're like, oh my God, this person just cursed. So the message that they were relaying to you gets lost because of that curse word. Also, when it comes to a spiritual content, we're speaking spiritually, and you are cursing, what you don't realize is that you're self-sabotaging yourself. You're attracting, with the words that are coming out of your mouth, a curse word, you're attracting lower vibrational energy, right? The mind picks up on that word that's associated with something negative, and it attracts that to what you're saying. So that's why I don't use curse words during my videos. Number 2, I don't get into debates and I don't get into arguments with other social media influencers. Now, out of all those 20 something years that I've been doing videos, yes, there's been one time that I can recall that I did get into an argument or a debate with another content creator, and I let my emotions flow, I let it out. And then after a while, I grounded myself and I said, you know, I'm going to remove those videos. So I did. Remember this, if you stand straight, if you're standing in your truth, you do not debate and you do not fear a crooked shadow. In the many years that I've been doing videos, people have come to me and said, oh my God, so-and-so said this about you, or so-and-so mentioned you in a negative light, in a negative way. Listen, it's not my job to make everyone like me. It is not everyone is going to agree with me the way I don't necessarily agree with other people. And one thing that life has taught me, especially when I was young and in the city streets, people will throw curse words at you. They will call you out of your name. And hey, when I was younger, I would fight the world. I got to a point where, hey, that's their opinion. That doesn't make it the truth, right? That's their opinion about me. That's the way they view it. I can't change how other people view me or how other people think about me. Remember, my abuelita used to say, and I'm saying it now, la boca, la lengua es hecha para hablar, right? The mouth, the tongue is made to speak, and a lot of what comes out of it es caca. Remember this, cada cabeza es su mundo, como uno no puede ser santo de devoción del mundo entero. So I do not debate or argue with other content creator on social media. I do try to correct people when they are saying something wrong. It's not my job to change the way they view things. I believe that we are entitled to our own opinion, but what we're not entitled to is our own facts. And sadly to say, a lot of spiritual content creator in TikTok believe that they're speaking in spiritual facts when all they're speaking is through their own spiritual opinions. Right? So anyways, I don't get into debate or arguments with other people. And if someone has something negative to say about me over there, allá ellos, God bless them. I stand straight in my truth. Number 3, I don't speak on things that I don't have a proper knowledge of or that I am not licensed to speak on. This also includes that I don't speak on subjects or things that I don't have a personal experience on or with. There are a lot of content creators on TikTok and on social media that do videos on something that they just read in a book, but they never experienced. In my life, working spiritually and doing spiritual videos, I've had debates literally with people because they read something in a book and they're debating me who has experienced this, who has done this, who has walked this walk. Remember one thing, just because you read a book might give you knowledge, but what a book can never give you is wisdom. On social media, sadly, there are a lot of armchair, not just occultists. And when I say armchair occultist, it's someone that read a book, never did anything that's on this book, but is quoting what a book says, right? Just like there are a lot of armchair occultists, there are a lot of armchair spiritualists, spiritists, and religious people, right? And they come on here and they try to debate people who live this life, you know, and it's sad. So that's one thing. My number 3 thing that I don't do is that I don't speak on things that I don't have proper knowledge, wisdom, license, or my proper own experiences that I've experienced it, that I've done it, right? If I'm talking about it, it's because I've done it, I've experienced it, and it's not because a book told me. And lastly, I try to stay humble. I don't try to come on these videos with a grandiose complex, el quien más sabe, quien no sabe. So I try my best. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Sancista Brujo Luis. Keep it humble. Oh, and last thing, please hit that like button, share this video with people who may enjoy, leave those comments down below, and subscribe. Sancista Brujo Luis, Bye.